New bill to punish doctors who provide transgender-related medical care to minors. Transgender flag is pictured in front of the Capitol in Salt Lake City on Friday, February 25th, 2022, during a protest over HB 11, which would create a commission to decide if transgender kids can play sports in schools. Yeah, trans kids should be able to play sports. All trans people should be able to play sports. Not me. I should be off the team. I'm famously bad at sports, as well as pronunciation. So do not put me on your sports team, unless your sports team is a competitive Pokemon team, in which case, I'm your girl. I'm the one you want on your competitive Pokemon team. Look, I've even got the unknown shirt. H for hero. I'm a hero of competitive Pokemon. That's what it is. I think no one should play sports. They're a waste of time. Well, I mean, I get it. I get, like, the draw of sports. I didn't for a long time, right? Like, for a long time, I thought sports were, like, really stupid and shitty and nobody should pay attention to them. But, like, I don't know, something about, I got really into esports when League of Legends was a thing. And, it still is, I suppose. But I got really into, you know, vying for a sports team and TSM, all that stuff, yeah. So, yeah, I understand the draw of, I understand it. I understand it. I get why people enjoy sports and stuff like that. Okay, Salt Lake City. A Utah lawmaker opened a new bill that would punish doctors who give transgender-related medical care to minors. Representative Rex Shipp, Republican of Cedar City, is sponsoring the new bill. Shipp told KSL News Radio that the bill, quote, prohibits surgery, top or bottom surgery, prohibits cross-sex hormones, and also prohibits puberty blockers. Okay, hang on a second. Why? Why are you prohibiting puberty blockers? Like, that's the thing that you should be doing, right? Like, even the most, like, conservative areas or whatever, they're like, oh, well, just put them on puberty blockers. Don't give them hormones or anything yet. Just put them on puberty blockers. It'll be fine. Right? Even though a lot of people don't agree with that. A lot of people think puberty blockers are bad. And I agree with that. I think puberty blockers are bad too. But whatever. You know, science isn't there yet, so. This marks the second transgender-related bill introduced this month before the legislative session starts. Oh, introduced the month before the legislative session starts. Sorry. I'm bad at reading, too. Famously bad at reading. I don't even know why anybody's watching this. Shipp said he wants to protect trans youth, protect youth who might later regret their decision. As a little comment on that here, we see that the regret rate for trans care, even with trans youth, is very, very, very low. You know, detransitioners exist. Their identities are valid. I don't want to be saying that, you know, detransitioners are shitty people or whatever. That's not at all what I'm saying. But I am saying that that's a very, very small slice, a very almost insignificant slice of the whole trans pie here that we've got. So something to give you a little bit of perspective is that people who go on to later regret their transition, very, very small percentage of the population. Yeah. The thing that these kids do need, I think, that they feel very strongly about is that they need mental health therapy to help them in the process of waiting, said Shipp. There's information out there that shows if we just allow the time to work with these kids, they're fine with their biological sex. Fine is a very, very strong asterisk there, right? Like, that's a bold asterisk. That's like a size 26 font asterisk there. Fine is not necessarily the word that I would use. Yeah, a repressor moment, yeah. Senator Mike Kennedy sponsors the other bill. The bill proposed by Kennedy blocks sex reassignment surgeries, but not therapies. There's no surgeon that will perform a sex reassignment surgery on a minor. None. There's not a single one. Zero. There are zero. It's just not a problem. This is just all this is just like a way for these people to appeal to their base without doing anything to harm trans people, right? They're saying like, we want to make it so that you're not performing surgeries on 7-year-olds or whatever. But that doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. And then their base is just like, whoa, yeah, protect the kids. Oh, yeah. But that's not that it doesn't happen. It's not something you need a bill for. Anyway. However, Equality Utah's transgender advocate Sue Robbins said banning these procedures can lead to depression and even suicide. I'm opposed to it as this healthcare is proven, it is scientifically backed, Robbins said, adding, in the Utah way, we typically would leave healthcare between parent and the doctor for that parent's children. In a Facebook post, Robbins outlined the history of the bills. I'm just going to read the Facebook post real quick, because I don't have a Facebook account, so I can't see this, but luckily they posted it here on the article so that everybody can read it. Not a surprise at all, but Rep. Shipp's bill to block healthcare for transgender youth is back for the 4th time. This puts 2 bills impacting transgender youth healthcare in play, the other being Senator Kennedy's SB 0016, which bans genital and gender-affirming surgeries for transgender youth. As normal, the bills are intended to... Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. We're good. As normal, the bills are intended to target the transgender community while specifically stating it will leave harmful surgeries in place that are performed on intersex babies and infants. That's another... I didn't think of that. See, intersex people, that's something that often gets overlooked by even a lot of transgender people themselves, it's just... It will be interesting to see if Rules holds this bill back in favor of Senator Kennedy's, since this is already a 3-time loser. They will likely make some decision to only work one, and I suspect they will likely move towards the one with the surgeries, only to stay out of the hormone discussion. Additionally, Senator Kennedy is a doctor, which may sway Rules. We will likely learn early in the general session. And then links the bills. This bill went through amendments to reduce the healthcare it impacted, and eventually, because a study on the impacts of hormones, it was voted down. This bill went to the HHS committee, who voted to return it to the Rules Committee. This bill went to the HHS committee, where it wasn't brought up and was sent back to Rules at the end of the session. And then here's the 2023 bill. Ooh! Yeah. Very interesting stuff. And that's the end of the article. Oh, yeah. I don't know. This, Utah's not exactly what I would consider the most progressive state, I suppose. But here we are. We have people like Sue Robbins willing to fight for transgender people. We need more people like Sue Robbins in states like that, willing to fight for transgender people everywhere. That's just my opinion, though. Take it with a grain of salt if you like.